The call.
Don't take any rubbish.
Well, I do thank the member for his question. The member for Banks, of course, before coming into the parliament, a very senior executive in the media industry. This is an area that he knows backwards, and of course also a parent, and like so many parents, very concerned about the question of gambling advertising on our television screens. Now, over the weekend, we saw the Minister for Communications and the Arts announce a comprehensive package of reforms to the media sector, which included the abolition of broadcasting licence fees for radio and television, the introduction of a price for the use of spectrum, amendments to the anti-siphoning scheme and list. And all of these are very important from an economic perspective, from a competition perspective, from a policy perspective. But, Mr Speaker, the most important element of this package, as far as Australian parents are concerned, is protection from their children being subjected to a barrage of gambling advertising while watching live sport on television. And this is a very, very important reform. Today, live sport features gambling advertising very extensively, and the government believes that the present arrangements do not meet community expectations. And that is why we are introducing an important safeguard. It applies between 5 in the morning and 8:30 p.m. at night. And during that time, all gambling advertising and promotions are prohibited from 5 minutes before the scheduled start of play of a live sporting event until 5 minutes after conclusion of play. That will come into force from March 2018. It will apply to commercial television, commercial radio, subscription television, SBS and online services directed to Australia. And it is a measure which will provide a clear and practical safe zone for children watching live sport on television. It will apply to all broadcasting of gambling promotions, including advertising, including in-program promotion of betting markets and odds, and including sponsorship announcements. Mr Speaker, the package that the Communications Minister announced over the weekend is a comprehensive package which delivers significant economic policy benefits, but it also delivers very important protections for Australian children, Australian families, because parents can now be confident that when their children are watching live sport events on TV, they will not be subjected to gambling advertising. It is very important that we do not have exposure to these advertisements, which encourages vulnerable people to gamble, which normalises perceptions of gambling. An important reform, an important social dividend from this package of reform.